Hello there, and welcome to our review of The Mandalorian season finale, episode 8, season 3, The Return. Joining me as always, the Sith Holocron, Naomi. How you doing?
Yeah. Tired.
I bet. It's tiring watching the last episode of Mandalorian.
It is,
like last Star Wars for like a whole week.
Like a week? Oh,
and then
fuck.
Fallen Order comes out, and then Visions, and then it's going to be like 3 months without Star Wars. But
well, we'll find something else to make videos on, I guess.
And it is I, the Jedi Holocron, Tyler. The end of The Mandalorian. This episode was interesting.
Yeah.
Because it didn't go in many ways than it didn't go in any way I expected it to go.
Yeah.
It was very, I guess, straightforward and not very surprising, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
It was just oh, okay. I don't know. I saw this tweet online, and I don't disagree with it, but this kind of felt and this episode would have been a good final episode of The Mandalorian ever. The way they settle down at the end, everyone's Mandalore is brought back. And it feels like a good series finale.
Yeah.
But we know it's not. We still got 14 more seasons.
Yeah. We still got a lot more seasons to go.
Yeah.
That's what the clones are for.
We fighting Moff Gideon for 14 more years. Let's go!
No, it'll be an army of them.
Yeah.
Or the 10 of them that were there.
I feel I don't know. He died probably, because you can't just keep fighting him. But then they did the clone thing, so yeah, maybe you can. But I don't know. I feel I don't know.
Yeah, same, bro.
Yeah.
Same, man.
This episode's a lot to take in and digest. It was very fast-paced.
It was very fast-paced. Yeah. I'm still curious who the spy was.
Just the girl. It didn't have a double meaning.
But it was called Spies.
Yeah, I don't know. That meant nothing.
Maybe there still was a spy, though.
It clearly wasn't the armorer.
No. Long Con, that's what it is.
Yeah, Long Con, bring Mandalore back and then kill them all again.
Yeah.
All the ones that remain. No, she's definitely not a spy. She's officially cleared the
spy allegations.
The spy allegations, yeah.
I mean, I never believed in the spy allegations for her.
I did. But her bringing everyone together kind of did seem out of the blue.
She wants her planet back.
Yeah, but also, she's been a zealot for, ever.
And she's still a zealot.
Yeah.
Listen, she's looking at it from a very logical perspective. If you bring Mandalore back, more unhelmeted Mandalorians will have children. Do you know what happens when unhelmeted Mandalorians have children?
Helmets.
Those parents could die, which means that the cult could take in the orphan and make them a cultist.
Yeah.
She's thinking about this 5 steps ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess. So do you think when we pick up with the show, season 4, I don't think we'll probably be probably still a ways out, but do you think Mandalorian's it's been years and Mandalorian's been rebuilt a lot, or it's we're in the process of rebuilding and we're going to see that process?
I think it'll be a few years in the future, 2-3 years, and Mandalore will be in the process. We'll see Sundari is partially rebuilt.
Yeah.
It'll be how in season 2 we saw Navarro sort of rebuilt, and then this season it was fully rebuilt. I think they're doing that again, but with Mandalore.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit slower because it's a whole planet rather than the one city on Navarro.
That makes sense.
But that would be my guess. I would imagine there will be like a 2-3 year time skip.
Yeah, probably. I give the Gideon's clones time, as clones time to fuse up, you know?
To learn how to use the Force.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine it is.
Yeah. Probably. That makes the most sense. Like I said, there's so many ways they can go from here now, so...
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I guess Ahsoka will tell us more, you know?
I mean, yeah.
Axe Wolves also beat the traitor allegations.
Axe Wolves did beat the traitor allegations. He was 100% cleared of the allegations.
Yeah.
There is no long con in that sense.
Yeah. I thought he was going to die crashing the thing.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, but they have jetpacks.
The
power, man. It was funny. Right before like that was coming down and like they were fighting and shit, I was like, "Dude, it would be cool if we saw like an air fight someday." And I was like, not in this. Like one day when like we get like old Mandalorian content or future Mandalorian content of just like the history of Mandalorian, all the like the timeline stuff. And I'm like. And then seeing them in the air, I'm like, oh fuck, we're getting a Darksaber in the air. Fucking the Armor flying through the air with her fucking hammers. Armor is the goat now.
Armor fighting in midair with a jetpack using a hammer was not on my bingo card.
But it was fully glorious.
I like how in the concept art she had a gun. And they were like, no.
She don't have.
She has hammer.
Yeah, she doesn't use anything but hammer.
She has her Beskar hammer.
Yes,
just fucking them up. That was a very like video game feeling fight.
Yeah,
and I loved it.
And Din's fight through the Din Djarin's fight through
Djarin's fight.
Din Djarin's fight through like the panel of doors.
Yeah, that was very video game.
Yeah,
it felt like it could have been like a Fallen Order sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Fallen Jedi, Fallen Survivor Order, as you would like to call it.
Yeah, Fallen Survivor
next
Jedi
week.
Orders. Yeah, you know the words.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised. Not surprised. I never felt like anyone was going to die in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I was kind of surprised that Din was able to take out the Praetorian Guards. To be fair, he had Grogu's help. But
yeah.
But it also makes sense that Paz couldn't, because Paz is just a shooter. Din has that. Has the hand-to-hand combat, too.
Yeah,
he's a multifaceted
Speak up a little bit.
He's multifaceted, you know. He can get in with the knife. And
his thing is that he has dexterity.
Yeah.
That was Paz's problem, is he's beefy, and he could have beat the shit out of them, but you can only take so much tasing before you crumple. Din just kept rolling around like he was in Dark Souls and, like, flipping him over and shit. And he also had his son there to help him.
Yeah.
Djarin had his son there.
It's weird that that's his family name, right?
His family name's Din.
Because when they're like, you're Din Grogu,
but it's also like,
what?
Why does his family do that? Because the other Mandalorian families don't.
Yeah, like the clan of Ren. And, like,
it's not Ren Sabine.
Bo-Katan Kree. Like, yeah, why?
It's Din not Kree's Bo-Katan.
Maybe because it sounds better than Grogu Djarin. Din Grogu.
Yeah. It sounds what if his name was Djarin Din? That doesn't sound as good.
Yeah.
But why did I... why? I'm so confused. That, like, broke my brain for a second when she said Din Grogu. My brain, like, short-circuited.
It's also funny that she's like... His real parents need to... Or we don't know if they're alive or where they are. And there's like, they're like, you can't do it without parents' permission, like real parents. And then Din's just like, what if I adopt him? And she's like, okay, you adopt him. And it's just all that's all you got to do to adopt him. You're just dad now. Even though it makes sense, he's
Grogu's
dead.
Parents are dead.
Yeah. We don't even know who Grogu's parents are. He even has them.
Yaddle died. I mean, he has been Grogu's dad since season 1, so...
Yeah.
They just made it Mandalorian official.
Mm-hmm.
Mandalore doesn't believe in paperwork. You know this.
Yeah.
What kind of... Who on Mandalore is going to do the paperwork to fill in this adoption?
Yeah. They needed to send a HoloNet a fucking broadcast to the parents to make sure it's okay.
That's what the bitch boy Mandalorians do. That's what Satine's Mandalorian people, all the blonde ones. Mm-hmm. All the peaceful ones. They were the ones who did the paperwork, and now they're all dead.
Also, one thing I did not like about this episode. This was a good episode. It wasn't better than the last week's. It wasn't like, oh my god, one of the best episodes of Mandalorian. It was a good episode.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I feel like the destruction of the Darksaber was so anticlimactic and weird.
Yeah.
For something that's so important. I don't know, I was like, wait, I can't believe they just destroyed it, you know?
I think it's weird because they didn't, like, address it.
Yeah.
Like, it broke, and then it was just... They just kept going, like... Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was... Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. I feel like... And especially because, like, then everything blew up. Yeah. And then I'm like, well, that thing's probably toast now.
I mean...
Like, where's that at?
Bo's helmet survived the Inferno.
Oh, it did. So, yeah, maybe that did. But I don't know. I just felt like... If it's gone, I don't know. A lot of questions.
They're going to reforge it, like Luke's lightsaber.
Or maybe they'll reforge, like, a weird, like, hybrid... That is a hybrid of a lightsaber. I don't know. Who knows what they'll do?
I mean, the Darksaber's not a hybrid so much as it's just, like, a weird, really weird one.
Yeah. I would say maybe they'll, like, combine a Darksaber and a lightsaber kind of thing. Or because, like, Grogu will need something someday, you know?
Yeah, Grogu's got to inherit a Darksaber someday. Mm-hmm. That's what it's going to be. Somebody will have, like, the scrap of the Darksaber, and then in, like, 30 years, when we get to the point where, like, Grogu's an adult or, like, older, they give him a reforged Darksaber.
They're going to do what they did to... After it broke in The Last Jedi, they're just going to tape it up.
Yeah. Even though it was, like, crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get, that kind of also makes me... I mean, I guess maybe Bo could have gotten a new helmet.
Maybe, I don't know. A lot of questions.
Because her helmet was not with them, because Gideon ripped it off of her, but then she had it at the end.
But the platform was still there, so, like...
But that also makes me think that Gideon wouldn't have died then.
Yeah, if her helmet was still there?
Yeah, like if her helmet looked fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's not... I mean, he probably got fucked up, but...
Yeah.
I just want someone to be melted into a suit of armor, and they won't give it to me with Phasma, so... Give me somebody melted into their armor.
Like they're stuck in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should do that.
That's what
the armor is.
That's what I wanted them to do with Phasma.
By choice.
By choice. No, like where it fuses to your skin.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Maybe
that's what happens to Moff.
I think original Gideon is dead because I think we'll be dealing with the Force ones.
Maybe that one wasn't original Gideon.
Whoa.
Maybe that was a clone. Because, hear me out, he didn't have a mustache.
He didn't have a mustache, that is true.
And he always has his little mustache.
He does have his little mustache. That's why he was like, I'll take him myself.
Yeah.
He did. Those Gideon clones were fully grown, too.
Yeah.
He's been making them for a while. Wait. I mean, I guess he found a way to get them to age up even faster.
Yeah, I also don't think they're destroyed completely because, like, the one opened its eyes.
No, those clones are 100%
fine.
If they're dead, there are more Gideon clones. They're not just gonna like drop that and then they just die from suffocating and then they just never are like brought up again.
Yeah,
there are still like Gideon clones out there, 100%. Because otherwise, that'd be such a weird fucking thing to do. Like, finally telling us what he was doing with Grogu's blood, just for them to all die immediately.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. A lot of this episode feels anticlimactic in weird ways. Like, it was like a continuation of last episode, which was a banger. But then it kind of, because of that, I feel like it hurt it in some ways. I don't know.
Yeah. I do feel you.
Like, I never felt the stakes of this episode while watching it.
Yeah.
Because we know they're telling a big story with all these things. But I'm like, Bo didn't die. I don't think Moff died. Or at least one of them did, but there's others.
I feel, yeah.
I don't know. Because I feel like they don't do enough time. They didn't give us enough time of making us scared of Gideon's return, just for him to return and then go so quickly.
That was my thought, too.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know he returned until...
Last episode.
Like,
we knew he was alive, but we didn't know, like, they had been building all of this.
We only had one episode in the basement.
Yeah.
In his weird basement base. Yeah. That's why, like, I was very confused, because I was, I went in expecting them to lose.
Yeah, I was expecting them to lose, too.
Because, like, I was like, okay, well, they've been setting this up, he's got this whole ass base on Mandalore. They took it out in a badass way, I will say that. But,
like, the fight was cool.
Yeah.
The fight in the air was cool and, like, all that stuff. The fight of versus Gideon was fine. It wasn't, like, bad, but it wasn't, like...
Yeah.
Throw my arms up in the air like I'm scared. I like... The good fight was the Grogu versus Praetorian guards.
Just jumping.
Just jumping.
Yeah, I feel like we needed more time knowing that, like, this base was there and having, like, more of a threat from it.
Yeah.
Because it feels like they just learned about it and then they took it out immediately.
Yeah, like, they could have done this, like, in, like... Like, they could have, like, made this a few more episodes.
Yeah.
Like, of us knowing about it. Or, like, not even them knowing about it, but us knowing about it.
Yeah.
Like, in the shadows kind of stuff.
Yeah. If it was something that was, like... if we got, like, a vibe of, like, how strong his forces were, like, earlier, like, episode 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
That would have been... Because it is weird, like, to have it, like, just be introduced and now they're all just gone.
Like, they did the Peshing thing, like the Peshing episode.
Yeah.
But that never hinted to us that Gideon was still pulling strings. That was just, like...
It
hinted to us that, like, she was still loyal to the Empire.
And, I mean, you could kind of figure that it was Gideon, but it didn't give us any hint of, like, what his forces even were, like, how like, dangerous he was.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I
feel like there's a lot of good stuff from this season, but I feel like as a season of television, it's very poor. But, like, I like a lot of stuff. It feels like a lot of individual stories they just told that all connect to each other, but they didn't connect them. You know what I mean? They didn't connect them very well.
I think I kind of get what you're saying.
We had you could have told a story like through the episodes in a more like cohesive manner.
Yeah.
And, like I said, like give us hints of like they should have showed us Gideon escaping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like be like, oh shit, they're up to something. Like, who the fuck are those? Like, what are those stormtroopers? What are those fucking dark troopers? What are those Mandalorians? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, they should have shown us his escape. Yeah, I think that's the thing. We needed to see the villain more.
Yeah, we need to see the rise of, like... Or, like, even hint to this in, like, prior seasons, you know?
Yeah.
Of, like, them building something. Because, like, he didn't build this. Gideon, like, he did, but, like... From what we imply, he was only broken out, like, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think he probably had it built before this.
Yeah, probably. He's probably had, like, a secret base there for a while.
I think that's probably been his base since the Purge.
Yeah.
He probably built it, like, right after.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, he had to be somewhere.
That's true.
You know? And then he just, we saw him when he showed up to, kill Din in Season 1. And then he had his little light cruiser in Season 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the base... I mean, it had to have already been there. They didn't build it in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I'm not saying they obviously built it, but, like, who was building it? Like, what was
well, I mean, I think it was Gideon's forces that were building it.
Yeah.
It was a cool base.
Yeah.
I did like Gideon's armor.
Yeah, it's cool. I like the voice modulator too.
It had like the robotic sounds of the Dark Troopers from last season.
Yeah.
Dark Troopers from last season were still cooler, but
way cooler.
But it was pretty cool. I kind of like the idea of it like the Dark Troopers from last season were cooler, and it's just that Gideon is arrogant. Because he's like, the only way I can improve it is by putting me in it.
Yeah, how do I make these better?
Me. Even though stage 3, the whole purpose was the human was the weakness.
Yeah. But you know what human's not weak? Me.
Me.
I am the elite trooper.
Well, I mean, if they made a bunch of those suits of armor, and then all of his Force-sensitive clones had them...
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I imagine that was probably the plan.
Probably.
Give them all the Dark Trooper Mark IV suits.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the fact that his clones were so old.
Yeah.
He's only been making them for like a year. Because he didn't have Grogu's blood until season 1.
Yeah.
Unless
I'm sure they age fast, though, right? Isn't that how cloning normally works?
They age twice as fast. So they should be like 2.
You saw the Snoke clones. They all look fucking deformed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Peshing might have... I mean, I guess that's probably what Peshing's research was.
Yeah.
It's not useful to make cloned organs if they take a full lifespan or half of a lifespan to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So, just sprout them up full grown.
Yeah.
I guess that does make sense.
Yeah, they were probably cloning, like, them as an adult.
I guess I didn't think about that before, because the same thing applies even with fucking Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Because his clone was 900 years old.
The whole human body is an organ, so they just clone the human.
Well, it's just fast. I guess, yeah, because the Kaminoans made the clones age twice as fast, so I guess why couldn't you just extrapolate that to an even
4 times as fast? Just double it.
12, 10, 90 times as fast.
He was just like, double it and give it to the next guy.
Yeah. Cloning be wild.
Yeah. I want to, like... They need to give us, like, a show where it's just about the cloning stuff and they get really into it, but it's really dark and in the weeds and, like...
Give us, like...
Kind of horror.
No, yeah, give us, like, the background of the Kaminoans of how they, like, eugenicized their entire, like, civilization. Because that's what they were. They literally, like, were big eugenics people.
They're bringing it back, eugenics.
That's why there was only, like, 5 Kaminoans.
Yeah, that's
because if they weren't perfect, they would kill them. At least that's like the idea in like Legends, and I think that's a pretty funny idea.
Yeah,
they get so obsessed with perfect cloning that they just kill every clone that's not perfect. So there's only like 4 of them alive.
Right. Oh.
Yeah.
But Din Grogu.
I'm not gonna get over that.
That Din Grogu.
Why is his name backwards?
Yeah, why? Do we have any other history of that? Like, Bo-Katan Kryze, Duchess Satine
Kryze, Sabine Wren, Ursa Wren,
Vizsla,
Pre-Vizsla.
Yeah, why the fuck is Din before?
Yeah, none of the other ones that... I mean, it might be a thing on, like, Legends, but none of the other canon ones that I can think of.
Grogu Jaren.
What if Fen Rao's name is backwards?
So, it's like...
We don't know anyone else in Fen Rao's family.
It would be funny if it was, like... If he was, Grogu was, like... If Axe Wolves adopted him in his name's Axe Grogu.
My headcanon is that the armorer got it wrong and Din just had too much social anxiety to correct her.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
Grogu did have his finale episode force feat.
Yeah. Here's just to hoping they just never say Din Grogu again.
I don't mind the name Din Grogu. I wish it was Grogu Din in that case. And it should have been Jaren Din. Why is the last name first?
So is it Clan Din?
It is Clan Din.
Clan Din.
Clan Din. Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, it is his own clan. Like, he didn't have a clan before. That's why he has the Mudhorn signet. Because Armor was like, you don't got a clan. So you got this one now. And I guess it's Din. Maybe there was already a Jaren clan.
I feel like that's it. Because he's a foundling. So his name was Din. And his foundling's family name was Jaren. So he became Din Djarin. But, like, he's not Jaren. So they're like, okay, Din. You know what I mean? And then if Grogu becomes like a full Mandalorian and adopts a kid one day or has a kid, it'll be
something Grogu.
Something Grogu, yeah. Because if it's like you're a foundling, maybe it's a foundling thing. Like foundlings have the name. You know what I mean? But like, there's that clan already exists, so you can't be that clan,
That's
right?
So funny.
And half your name's already that clan, so now you have two clan names.
That kind of defeats the purpose of adoption, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If they're like, we'll adopt you as part of this family, but you're not part of the clan, like, that kind of defeats the whole point, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What house are they from, though?
Mormont.
No, because Rebels, they introduced the thing of how it's Clan Ren of House Vizsla. I always remember when they said that, and it confused the fuck out of me.
It means they're loyal to the House of Vizsla.
Well, it sounds like it's like Vizsla is like a bigger house, and then like they have like smaller clans.
Maybe it's because they were in charge,
and then they have like the smaller clans beneath them. But then it's like, then who's a Vizsla then? Are they just
whoever was born?
They're the blonde ones.
Yeah.
Mandalorian naming schemes, hierarchies, culture.
Give us a book, or just tell us how it works.
Tell me how it works. Tell me why Din Djarin's name is backwards. Maybe it's a thing from Concordia. Maybe we're just being offensive.
No. But I think what I said makes sense. The foundling thing.
I feel like that really defeats the whole purpose of adoption.
What? No. Yeah, that does kind of.
You're part of our family, but you are not part of the clan.
No, you are part of the clan, but now that the clan's gone, I don't know. I don't know how.
I am shaken. I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about it. I know.
I don't know. I'm confuzzled.
It's going to keep me awake for like 6 days, and then I'll forget about it, and then it'll be brought up again, and then I will freak out because it'll happen again. This is how my brain works.
Yeah.
I find one little thing that like I don't understand, and then it just fucks with me.
Hyperfixation.
It just fucks with me for like a month.
Yeah.
I just want to know. Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
That was for you guys out there.
Do you think we'll ever learn the armorer's name?
Yeah, the armorer.
That's her legal name?
Of House of Vizsla.
Of House Vizsla. Of House Vizsla.
She is from House of Vizsla, right?
They've never specified.
But they're the remnants of the Vizsla clan, right?
No, they're just a random coven of zealots. I think they're mostly just like from any clan. She's just gathering cultists.
No, I thought they were Vizsla pre.
I don't think so. I know Pax was, but
well, yeah, that's literally
Paz.
Paz. Yeah.
I don't think they all were. I'm pretty sure they were just like random, like post Purge. They were just Mandalorians who all got together.
Probably,
regardless of clan. And there's probably a lot of infighting for a while because the clans kind of hated each other, but...
Yeah, but I thought the helmet one... Well, back in the day, the Vizslas took the helmets off too, right?
Yeah, Pre-Vizsla took his helmet off. Death Watch, which was like sort of the pre-version of this, because they're just called the Watch, whereas Death Watch was in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, but they're based on what Death Watch was.
Yeah, but Pre-Vizsla took his helmet off.
Yeah, but they're based off a more zealot version of Death Watch.
That is kind of true, though. That is what happens with cults.
Yeah.
When the leader dies, they do tend to break off into, like, even more insane sect.
Yeah.
So I guess that's pretty accurate, now that I think about it.
Makes sense, yeah.
It is so funny. It'll never not be funny to me, like, how like, Bo always thought of The Watch, because she used to be part of Death Watch. That's where she started from.
Yeah.
She's like, you people took it way too far.
Yeah, like, y'all crazy.
We took our helmets off!
Yeah, we fucking took our helmets off.
And, like, torched villages and shit, but... Mm-hmm. You know, they did some bad things, but at least they took their helmets off. The Watch doesn't do that much that's bad, except for they don't take their helmets off, and it's really inconvenient.
Yeah.
So now we can expect if the Armorer dies, there will be an even...
How dare you say the Armorer might die ever.
There will be an even more insane sect that comes from it.
Yeah. The Armorer is Mother.
Is Mother?
Yeah.
from the Mortis arc?
No, just... She's Mother.
She's Mommy?
She's Mother.
Not Mommy, she's just Mother?
No.
I don't know what this means.
We say Mother these days. It's just... I don't know. It's hard. We're not gonna explain the weeds of it. You know if you know.
Explain the lore to me.
I don't even know the lore well enough to explain it.
It's interesting that you would know the lore before me in this sense.
Yeah.
I'm normally up to date on those sorts of things.
Wow, you're slacking, you know.
And you're 900 years old, so like, what the fuck?
I'm on Twitter. That's how I know.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So we just gonna get... So is season 4 of The Mandalorian just gonna be like season 1 of Din bounty hunting?
I mean, I imagine that'll be how we get our side quest
What's
episodes.
the purpose of The Mandalorian now? What is the goal? I hope they can find one. Because obviously they're leading to Thrawn, but like a lot of that's gonna be through Ahsoka, but like I assume they're all gonna tie in together at some point.
Yeah.
Like when we go see Fennec Shand again, you know?
I mean, they said, when are we gonna see my fucking boy?
Boba?
No, my boy.
Cobb Vanth?
Yeah.
Daddy?
When are we gonna see Papa?
Big Daddy Vanth?
Big Daddy Vanth? My prequel fanboy? No, I mean, we're gonna be dealing with more of the same Imperial remnants.
Yeah.
Because that's obviously what the New Republic is hiring Din to do. Or hiring Jaren to do, I mean.
Yeah. It's funny, though, too... Sorry, I'm back on... I don't know if this is on topic or off topic, sorry. But, like, more Imperial remnants, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, if you think of everyone who was at that table, right? All the remnants.
The
like
Shadow Council.
The Shadow Council. Obviously, Thrawn is going to be the big one.
Yes.
We know that. We're prepared for that. But, like, remember that thing where Hux, well, Hux was involved, but Moff's like, I'm not as interested in cloning as you are.
He was playing his cards close to his chest.
Yeah. Do you think, because obviously the vision that wins out at the end, not wins out, the vision that survives, which eventually builds the First Order, is the cloning and the Huxy Who of the world. But like,
yeah.
So maybe Gideon's dead. I don't know.
I mean, for sure, I don't think we're done with his clones.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I am...
Or his ideas.
That's the only thing that I'm pretty certain of.
Yeah.
The one that was in the suit, I could see going either way.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're done with the clones, because otherwise that'd be weird.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely not done with the cloning stuff. And the clone.
Yeah, because like, that was like the whole point of why he wanted Grogu to begin with. So it's like...
Yeah.
No way they just suffocated them all to death immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll probably have, like, dealing with other warlords or other people on the Shadow Council a little bit while, like, the Gideon clones are coming.
Remember the client?
Yeah.
Werner Herzog?
Didn't he die?
Yeah. I don't fucking remember.
He got shot by stormtroopers, I think.
Yeah. He loved...
Yeah, because they just unloaded into the building.
Yeah.
The Death Troopers did. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I think it would be kind of interesting to, like, not, like, give as much of, like, a deep dive into them, like, you know, not spend, like, 3 seasons on them like Gideon, but, like, spend a little bit of time with some of the other Shadow Council members.
Yeah, like, going after them.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Mm-hmm. I mean, we know at some point, like, Hux pretty much kills them all, but... or at least kills the ones that are left by the time he takes over. Mm-hmm. Because fucking Armitage is a little bitch. And Phasma will just do anything, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember what the logic was of how he, like, even convinced her to do it, but...
This makes me convinced we will see Phasma again, though, in a prequel form.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely believe that.
We're going to see the whole scene of, like, her finding Palpatine's yacht and being like, let me break this down.
Let me... I mean, yeah. I'm scatterbrained.
I am scatterbrained. This episode was a lot of random stuff.
I'm very ADHD today.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I'm running on like 2 hours of sleep, so...
Nice.
I'm all over the place.
But... You got any final thoughts then for the finale?
I want more air jetpack fighting.
Yes. Of course, there's never too much.
Aerial melee combat, pretty sick.
Oh, we didn't talk about Grogu doing the Kanan.
He did do the Kanan, yeah.
He held the fire. That was like one of the hype moments of the show.
That was what I was saying earlier. I was like, he did his one big force move that he does at the end of each season.
Yeah, because I was expecting him to be. I'm like, he needs to pop off. Like, he needs to grow. You know, like, give me some more Grogu doing some stuff.
He needs to grow goo.
Give him a little lightsaber. Give him a little fucking staff. Give him something.
I was really expecting at the end when Din was adopting him. I thought for sure they were gonna give Grogu a helmet.
They still might.
No, I think he will probably get a helmet at some point, but...
And he'll never outgrow it because he doesn't get much bigger.
He'll get a little bigger, but not that much.
He'll get like 2 or 3 times the size.
What if he's like a giant member of that species and he ends up being like 4 feet tall or like 5 feet tall, so he's like kind of normal size?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah. Other than that... I'm probably going to think of something in 20 minutes when we're done recording, but...
Yeah, that's how it be, though.
Oh, IG-11.
It didn't piss me off as much as it did earlier this season when they were trying to bring him back. But it's not the same. And, I like what they brought him back for. Not to be part of the crew, but to be the Marshal of Navarro. I like that.
It's a different soul.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Because as we talked about last week, or the week before, every droid in Star Wars has a soul. Mm-hmm. You look very confused.
No, I was just thinking. Because, like, this is how they replaced Cara Dune as the
Marshal.
As the Marshal. So, Rangers of the New Republic, IG-11, nice version. Iden Versio, Cobb Vanth, Migs Mayfield. I need to see those people again.
I need to see. I need to see Cobb again.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else? I think we covered it all.
Sorry, I was distracted by the handsome man.
Yeah. Well,
I think we got it though.
So tell us what y'all thought of the finale. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Tell us everything in the comments below. And subscribe to our channel. Was it climactic? Was it anticlimactic? Where's the Darksaber?
Who was the spy?
Who was the motherfucking spy? And until next time, Din Grogu.